If you ever find yourself procrastinating because of the fear of failure, you are not alone. Fear of failure is a common challenge that so many of us face, and today we're going to tackle it head on with 3 powerful strategies. Hi, I'm Randy Taren, founder of Project Happiness, and research shows a link between the fear of failure and procrastination. And that means that the more anxiety we feel about failing to reach our goals, the less likely we are to take action towards achieving them. And let us not forget imposter syndrome. And that's when we think someone's going to find out that I really don't know this well. I am an imposter. I'm just faking it and they're going to discover. Well, did you know that 70 to 80% of people feel this way at one point or another? 70 to 80%. And it's not so much what the situation is, it's how we interpret it that contributes to the fear of failure. And mindset plays a huge role, and we'll get into that too. So, very recently, I was invited by Harvard University to speak at a happiness forum in Switzerland with experts from all over the world. And I have to say, I was really excited. And my excitement was definitely bundled up with a fear of failure. Both pictures, excitement and fear. And the interesting thing is that the feelings of the heart racing, breathing faster, tense muscles, even trembling are present, both in excitement and in fear. And our body reacts the same way to both emotions. So actually, what we tell ourselves really matters. And we're going to talk about that more later on. The good news is that these thoughts of failure can be changed and much faster with the tools that I'm about to show you. But before we get into the strategies to deal with failure, I have to tell you about the growth and fixed mindset. This research is by Dr. Carol Dweck of Stanford, and she teaches that a fixed mindset says, you're fixed. Think of yourself being fixed. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to look stupid. I will be embarrassed. Why even try? And it can literally stop us in our tracks. A growth mindset, on the other hand, says, I haven't learned this yet being the operative word, and I know that the more that I practice, the better I'm going to get. Let's see. So in this way, curiosity replaces self-judgment, and that in itself can be liberating. So a lot of this depends on your expectations and also on how you interpret the situation. Interpretation is huge. And the good news is that you are in charge of both your expectations and how you interpret it. So let's go into 3 ways to overcome the fear of failure. The first one is redefine failure. How do you, not anyone else, how do you define failure? If you're applying for a job, for example, are you a failure if you don't get it? That's kind of harsh, all or nothing thinking. Or can you redefine failure as asking yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I use this information next time? In other words, be a coach instead of a critic. More times than not, you can be in a situation that is not in your full control, really. So recognize that there are many factors at play. Even with that applying for a job, you have no idea, who are the decision makers? Who are the other people? What is the background of the company? What are the stresses? That is not always in your control. There are many factors at play. Things are not going to always come out as you would hope. That's the way it is. But if you can expect that reality, like sometimes it's going to work out better than I expect, and sometimes there'll be obstacles, then you can get the best information from whatever the outcome is. The second one is to set approach goals. So are you thinking of a positive outcome that you are excited about? Like, this will be interesting to work on. I'm really excited about it. Or are you trying to avoid a negative outcome, and that's called an avoidance goal? And that's like, I better get this, or I could be fired, or I better get this, or that relationship is going to be compromised, or something like that. You're putting a threat upon yourself. You know, the thought that this is so interesting, I'm curious about it, actually gives you energy, while I better not fall flat on my face constricts your energy and motivation too. According to a Harvard Business Review article, when you're dreading a tough task and you expect it to be difficult and unpleasant, you may unconsciously set goals around what you don't want to happen rather than what you do want. Interesting, huh? And the third one is interrupt and reframe. I love Mel Robbins' 5-second rule. And it goes like this. When you feel fear escalated, you count backwards. Imagine a rocket about to take off. You count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take action. You take action. And by counting, and by deciding it's go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, then you reframe your fear as excitement and you get moving out of inertia. And then when you add a positive thought, you insert a positive thought like, you know, this is scary, but I'm going to feel so good afterwards. I can visualize whatever it might be. If you're giving a speech, people coming up to you and saying, oh, I got so much out of that, or this helped me, or whatever it might be. If you are afraid of a confrontation with someone and you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go and have that conversation, you can feel so good and visualize, I'm so relieved that I had it, no matter what the outcome might be, you know? So we talked about these 3 ideas, and there are actually many more that I want to cover on this topic. But let's start right now with these 3. Look at them, see what is resonating with you that you want to put into your life, and try one of them. Try it. And we will continue next time. If you're finding these tips helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content on overcoming challenges and living your best life. You deserve it. Absolutely. So share in the comments below how you deal with the fear of failure. I would love to hear your stories. And remember, redefining failure, setting approach goals, and using the 5-second rule can help you overcome in ways that are easier than you might think the fear of failure. And these strategies also affect your mindset and your actions. So as always, take care, sending so much love, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.